Well, g'day big bikers. Back in the tunnel. And look at this, I'm on my road bike. I tell you what, it's been a while. Poor old girl had a flat battery. Didn't want to be going today. Been that long since I've been out on her. So I've just been making a practice over the last little while to get on each of the bikes. I've been spending too much time on the Africa Twin. So yeah, I've been riding the Africa Twin a lot and just been looking at the other bikes. So I decided I was going to take them all for a little bit of a run recently. So the Africa Twin gets the big run out to the desert in 2 weeks time from today. So we'll start that journey with maybe a pre-trip video. I get asked all the time if I still got my Crosstourer, do I still ride the VFR1200 Crosstourer? So the answer is hell yeah. Last weekend, just gone, so it was a Sunday now, so Thursday through to Saturday, Thursday through to yesterday. My daughter, who is just absolutely fantastic to be able to go riding with my daughter, so she's now got enough experience under her belt to take my brother's DR650 out. So we went and did 1,000 Ks out on the road, and I took the 1200 Crosstourer. We did. Well, g'day big bikers. Well, out in the bush again. So I'm here with my daughter, having a ride with my daughter, and that's my brother's DR650 because we're doing a bit of a road trip over 3 days, and her little CRF250 was just a bit too small. So we're out here in the bush and we're kind of just following the GPS, and we've set it to take us on all sorts of roads and avoid highways and all that sort of stuff. So kind of the tyres aren't quite right. And this is really the CRF country, the Africa Twin or even the XR. This is XR country through here. But what am I on? Look at that. I'm on the big old girl. There's I often get asked questions by people saying, do you still have the Crosstourer? Well, there she is. Here we are in the bush. We didn't quite mean to be, but you know what? It doesn't matter. So we've just turned off the highway. Got our first little bit of dirt today, so we're going to run along this road. Hotels or staying in pubs actually, and having a few beers with your daughter, and going pool, and just had a really nice time. It was just awesome. It was a wonderful thing to do, is just to spend some time with your kids. Really grateful that she shares this passion and just adventurous and loves getting out. She did really well. I got to tell you, she on some of the dirt roads that we went on, not particularly technical, but she doesn't have a lot of experience in riding, and certainly no experience riding that 650. She's been on a CRF 250 the whole time, but just handled the 650 really well, and certainly obviously when we get onto the main roads, the DR 650 handled the highway a little better than the 250 did, so that was good. So that was just the last couple of days, and that was out on the Crosstourer, and that was awesome. And the weekend before, or might have been the weekend before that, A few mates and I ducked away on our XRs on our dirt bikes. So I was on my XR 650, and there was a Husserberg, a couple of KTMs, another DR 650, and an XR 400. And we just went out. It was really dry, dusty conditions up in the bush, and in the middle of a terrible drought up there at the moment. It's just so dry and dusty. So that was good. And then just today I took my wife and I just went for a ride. So she's now riding her CB300F. So just took her out. But anyway, yeah, there you go. So that's what's been going on. The VFR800 has this is such a great bike. I mean, I just keep forgetting how nice this bike is to ride, and that V4 sound. That V4 sound is just fantastic. I love it. And the engine is just so super smooth. So this one's got 72,000 kilometres on it now. So it's a great bike. I was going to sell it, but I was talking to my daughter and she wants it. So, you know, it can stay in the family when she is able to ride a bike that's a bit bigger than the Learner, which is another, I think, 6 months, and she's able. So we'll put her up onto this, and she'll have a road bike, and we'll be able to do some nice big long road trips together. So that'll be nice. Anyway, I just thought I'd give you an update on that. As I said, you know, I get quite a lot of questions. Do I still ride my other bikes, particularly the Crosstourer, because that's kind of the whole big bike adventures thing. So I get a lot of questions about that. So yes, I still ride the Crosstourer. So the XR 650, and I think if I have to whittle it down, because I've still got the VF1200R. It hasn't been started for about 6 months now. I think I'll sell that. I've got the Cafe Racer, so I'm in the process of selling that. So if I get rid of that and I can move the VFR over to my daughter, then that will leave me with the XR 650, the VFR1200 Crosstourer, and the Africa Twin to meet all of my motorcycling needs, and then my wife on her CB300. I'm quite sure what we're going to do once she's outgrown that. I'm looking at maybe a CB500X to do some off-road stuff, or if these rumours of the new Dominator are true, then by the time that is released onto the Australian market, fingers crossed, then my wife might be ready for something like a 650 dual sport. But again, that's a little way off. So I think the 500X is probably the best option at this stage. That's it for me. I just sort of give